Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student and welcome to your science class for grade 7. Today we are going to start chapter number 4, that is acids, bases and salts. आपको स्क्रीन पर इस वक्त 3 डिफरेंट बीकर्स नजर आ रहे हैं. One beaker is showing acid, second is showing base and third is showing salts. So in this chapter, we will be studying in detail about acids, bases and salts. The topic for today's online lesson are acids, different types of acids, properties of acids and uses of acids. Let's have a look on the learning outcomes of today's lesson. You will be able to define acids, you will be able to describe different types of acids, you will be able to describe different properties of acids and you will be able to enlist different uses of acids. First of all, we will watch a video clip that is related to introduction to acids. You will watch this video clip and then we will discuss in detail about acids. While watching the video, please note all the important points. So let's watch this video clip.
Different beakers, will we be able to list the difference between the two? Perhaps the list will begin with the different colors, appearance and so on. But these are just properties that we can see. Are these the only differences? There are more. Lemon juice tastes very sour. Soap water tastes slightly bitter. Please don't try to taste it. Just trust me, it tastes slightly bitter. Is this a major difference between the two? Yes, taste is an important parameter as it takes us to the chemical properties. Why does lemon juice taste sour? And why does soap water taste bitter? Any idea? The answer lies in their nature. Lemon juice is an acid while soap is a base. Do you know what an acid is and what a base is? Let's get to know these terms first and later get into their details. To begin with, we have acids. The moment we hear the term acid, something scary or something that would burn the surfaces is what pops up in our mind. Well, that's kind of true, because acids are known to create a burning effect of whatever comes in contact with them. They can erode the surfaces or burn the skin when they come in contact with it. That's how acids are. The term acid comes from the Latin word acidus, which means sour. Yes, so are all acids sour to taste? Yes, they are. The intensity of sourness may vary in different acids, but the overall taste of acids is always sour. The best examples of substances that contain acids include citrus fruits like orange, lemon, lime and grapes.
Acids comes from a word aceri, which means sour. Sour means a taste that is like lemon. Lemon का taste आपके mind में आ रहा होगा. Lemon की तरह के taste को sour कहते हैं. अब acids होते क्या हैं? इसको उन्होंने 3 sentences में summarize कर दिया है. Acid ऐसे substances को कहते हैं जिनकी solution अगर water में बनाई जाए तो उनका taste sour होता है और ये इंडिकेटर्स का कलर चेंज करते हैं. इंडिकेटर्स क्या हैं? इंडिकेटर ऐसे केमिकल्स हैं जो इंडिकेट करते हैं, शो करते हैं कि जो गिवन सब्सटेंस है वो एसिडिक है या बेसिक है. और वो शो कैसे करते हैं? बाय चेंजिंग देयर कलर. तो जब एसिड रिएक्ट करते हैं इंडिकेटर्स के साथ, एसिड्स चेंज द कलर ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स. इसके अलावा acids they react with metals like sodium is a metal. acid react करते हैं metal के साथ और उसके बाद इस reaction के result में liberate करते हैं hydrogen. Similarly, acids also react with bases to form the salts that the substance which has all these properties we call them as acids. Common examples are hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid and acetic acid. Now we have different type of acids. You are looking a diagram of lemon on the screen. Lemons contain an acid that is citric acid. So lemon belongs to the food that contain acid. Natural acids. What are the natural acids? Natural acids are the acids which we get from the natural resources. Like vinegar gives us acetic acid. Tea gives us tannic acid. Citric acid is found in citrus fruits such as orange, lemon, etc. Next we have artificial acids. What are artificial acids? The acids which we do not get from the natural source and that we prepare in the laboratories are called artificial acids, like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. The next term is strong and weak acids. There is a video on the introduction of strong and weak acids. We will watch this video clip and we will get to know about strong and weak acids. So let's watch this video clip.
This is Dr. B. When we talk about strong acids, we're talking about acids that dissociate completely in water. You can think about dissociate as breaking apart, forming ions, or even dissolving. So let's talk about HCl, hydrochloric acid, a very common strong acid. We put HCl in water and it's going to dissociate completely. That means we have our liquid HCl, our strong acid, and our water. We put them together and the H's and Cl's dissociate. They break apart into H plus and Cl minus, and they're dissolved in the water. Some common strong acids, and commit these to memory, they're important, are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and nitric acid. Other strong acids you might see: hydrobromic, hydroiodic, and perchloric acid. For weak acids, only some of the hydrogen atoms dissociate to form the H plus ions. Most of them will stay bonded to the acid molecule. Here you can see for this weak acid molecule, acetic acid, the hydrogen ion is only dissociated part of the time. In a larger sample with more molecules, only some of the atoms would be dissociated at any given time. A good example of a weak acid is acetic acid, CH3COOH. And it's important to note that the H at the end, that's the one that comes off to form the H plus ion. You should be familiar with this equation because it comes up quite often in chemistry. Other common weak acids, we of course have acetic, hydrofluoric, and hydrocyanic acid.
So, what are strong acids and weak acids? Strong acids are those acids which completely dissociate or break down when they are dissolved in water. But the weak acids are those acids which do not completely dissociate or break down or release their hydrogen ion when they are dissolved in water. So as per the strength, there are two types of acids: strong acids and weak acids. Examples of strong acids, just to have to learn the examples, that are hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. And weak acids are acetic acid, oxalic acid, etc. The next term is mineral acids or inorganic acids. So what are mineral acids? These are the acids that are obtained from minerals, that are not obtained from the organic source. They are obtained from inorganic source or minerals, like HCl, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. The next term is concentrated acids and dilute acids. वर्ड कंसंट्रेटेड और डाइल्यूट के दरमियान क्या डिफरेंस है, कंसंट्रेटेड एसिड्स क्या होते हैं, डाइल्यूट एसिड्स क्या होते हैं, हम इस वीडियो में देखेंगे. एंड दिस वीडियो इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बिकॉज इसमें आपको ये भी बताया जाएगा कि अगर हम एसिड में वाटर ऐड करें तो क्या होता है, और अगर वाटर में एसिड ऐड करें तो फिर क्या रिएक्शन हो सकता है. सो वॉच दिस वीडियो अटेंटिवली एंड नोट ऑल द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स व्हाइल वॉचिंग द वीडियो. सो लेट्स वॉच दिस वीडियो क्लिप.
First, understand what dilute and concentrated mean generally. The most important thing about these terms is that they are relative. What do I mean by relative? Here are two beakers on the screen, one on the left and one on the right. and both have 100 milliliters of some colorless solvent. Now in the beaker on the left, I add 20 milliliters of some red solute. And on the right, I add 50 milliliters of the same red solute. In this case, we say that the solution on the right is concentrated and the one on the left is dilute. We are looking at these two relative to each other. And you can see that the concentrated solution is more red in color as compared to the dilute one. This is stronger, we can say. Let me give you another example. We take two empty beakers again, both with 100 milliliters of some solution. The first beaker has 20 milliliters of solute and 80 milliliters of solvent. And the second one has 25 milliliters of solute and 75 milliliters of solvent. Which solution is more concentrated according to you? Yes, it's the second one, because the proportion of solute is more in the second beaker. Now that you know what dilute and concentrated mean, let's move on to understanding what dilute and concentrated acids and bases are. In cases of acids, water is considered to be a solvent and the acid added to the water is the solute. So we have one beaker on the screen here with some water and we add acid to it. As the amount of acid I am adding to the beaker is increasing, the solution is getting more and more concentrated. Now let me ask you an interesting question. When I'm mixing acid and water, should we add water to the acid or should we add acid to the water? To know the answer, what we should know is that the process of dissolving an acid or a base in water is highly exothermic, which means a lot of heat is generated. Now if we add water to the acid, the heat generated may cause the mixture to splash out, which may cause severe burns. And the glass container which contains the solution may also crack due to excessive heating. You'd probably argue that the same would happen when acid is added to the water, right? Not really, and let me explain why. When we add acid to the water, the reaction will still be exothermic, but the water is a very good absorber of heat. Yes, unlike the acid, the water absorbs the heat. And that is why adding acid to water is better than doing it the other way around. But remember, the acid must be added very slowly, drop by drop, and we should constantly stir the solution. Because if we add a lot of acid directly to water, the heat generated will be so large that even water will not be able to absorb the heat. First, understand what dilute and concentrated mean generally. The most important thing about these terms is that they are relative.
So concentrated acids and dilute acids. What are concentrated acids? An acid which is either pure or has high concentration of acid in solution. यानी अगर हम water और acid की solution बनाएं तो acid की concentration ज़्यादा हो तो इसको हम कहते हैं concentrated acid. Dilute acid is an acid having low concentration of acid in the solution. So here are some common sources of acids. Lemon, it contains citric acid. Tomato, it contains oxalic acid. Grapes, it contains tartaric acid. अब आप जब किचन में जाएंगी और अपने इन eatables को देखें तो आपके माइंड में फौरन ये acid आएगा कि इस eatable में ये particular acid present है. Milk, it provides us lactic acid. Ant, it contains formic acid. Apple, it contains malic acid. Vinegar, it contains acetic acid. So this is the table that has been given in your textbook about different acids and their sources. I have explained all the sources in the previous slide, but a new word is here is tamarind. Tamarind means imli, and tamarind is found. Tamarind and grapes both contain tartaric acid. Now, the next concept that we are going to learn about is about how acids react with litmus paper. Litmus paper is an indicator. Definitely it is a litmus paper is a special type of filter paper that is dipped in a indicator solution called litmus. लिटमस सोल्यूशन होती है, उसके अंदर जब हम पेपर को डिप करते हैं तो वो बन जाता है लिटमस पेपर. अब लिटमस पेपर जो है वो कैसे एज इंडिकेटर बिहेव करता है, कैसे एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करता है, फॉर दिस लेट्स वॉच दिस वीडियो क्लिप.
When blue litmus paper is dipped in acidic solution, such as lemon juice, it turns red. When red litmus paper is
When blue litmus paper is dipped in an acidic solution, the litmus paper has been turned into red. Look at this part of the filter paper strip. So when acids, blue litmus paper will react with the acidic solution, it will turn red. Acids show red color with the litmus paper. आपने ये बात याद रखनी है. अगर लिटमस पेपर खुद ही रेड है तो डेफिनेटली फिर एसिड तो रेड ही शो करेगा, तो हमें कलर चेंज नहीं आएगा. बट ब्लू लिटमस पेपर टर्न्स इनटू रेड इन एन एसिडिक सॉल्यूशन. Further, now we have properties of acids. We have already learnt about different properties, like acids have sour taste. They turn blue litmus paper red. And if you put phenolphthalein in an acid, it will turn colorless. Actually, phenolphthalein is an indicator. It is basically colorless. But when we will add an acid, it will remain colorless. लेकिन अगर phenolphthalein में base add करें तो फिर ये अपना color change करती है. That's why phenolphthalein is an indicator. All acids conduct electricity. Acids are corrosive in nature. Corrosive mean कि they cause damage, they harm you. Strong acids can destroy metals such as iron and aluminium. Strong acids इतने strong हो सकते हैं, and as they are corrosive in nature, तो वो iron यानी कि लोहे को भी destroy कर सकते हैं. Strong acids can also destroy organic matter like paper, cloth, wood, etc. और organic matter जैसे कि paper, cloth, wood, इसको भी organic matter को भी हटा के strong acids destroy कर सकते हैं. And definitely all acids cause burn on skin, so they should be handled very carefully. We are talking about properties of acids. Acids are soluble in water. Dilute solution of an acid can be formed by adding water to it. In this process, a large amount of heat is given out. That's why it is dangerous to add water to an acid. वाटर को आप एसिड में अगर ऐड करेंगे तो फिर बहुत हाई अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी हीट रिलीज होती है. इसलिए नॉर्मली क्या करते हैं कि वाटर में एसिड ऐड करते हैं. अगर हमने एसिड की डाइल्यूट सोल्यूशन बनानी है तो डेफिनेटली उस सोल्यूशन में वाटर की क्वांटिटी ज्यादा होनी चाहिए और एसिड की कम होनी चाहिए. तो आप वाटर लेके उसमें ड्रॉप बाय ड्रॉप एसिड ऐड करेंगे. इस तरह से ये रिएक्शन सेफ होगा. अगर आप वाटर को डायरेक्टली एसिड के ऊपर ऐड करेंगे तो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी डेंजरस रिएक्शन बिकॉज इट विल evolve large amount of heat. Acids react with the metals. Okay, hydrogen atom present in them gets replaced by the metal, leading to formation of salts and hydrogen gas. एसिड ने जैसे कि एसिड एक हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, इसने रिएक्ट किया एल्यूमिनियम के साथ. एल्यूमिनियम इज अ मेटल, आयरन इज अ मेटल, जिंक इज अ मेटल. अब होगा क्या कि जो एसिड है वो क्या करेगा कि वो मेटल के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा और बनाएगा सॉल्ट. एल्यूमिनियम क्लोराइड इज अ सॉल्ट हियर. और हाइड्रोजन आयन जो है वो एसिड से अलग होके सेपरेट हो जाएगा. सेम इज द केस विद सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. हाइड्रोजन आयन विल सेपरेट एंड sulfuric acid will react with iron and form iron sulfate salt. Same is the case with zinc. Next we have uses of acids. First acid is the most common acid, that is sulfuric acid. It is used everywhere. It is used in chemical laboratory everywhere. It is used in making of drugs, plastics, used in car batteries, in textile industry, paper industry and leather industry. Hydrochloric acid is the strongest acid, one of the strongest acid. और ये इस्तेमाल कहाँ होता है? सॉल्ट्स को प्योरीफाई करने में और डिफरेंट केमिकल्स की प्रेपरेशन में, लाइक फेरिक क्लोराइड. It is used in oil industry to dissolve oil bearing rocks and preparing aqua regia. ऑयल बेरिंग रॉक्स में हम हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड का इस्तेमाल करते हैं ताकि ऑयल को एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जा सके, और इसके साथ साथ हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड एक्वा रीजिया की प्रेपरेशन के लिए भी यूज होता है. व्हाट इज एक्वा रीजिया? इट इज 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid and 1 part of concentrated HNO3. यानी अगर आप एक सोल्यूशन बनाएं उसमें 3 parts आप डालें HCl की और 1 part आप ऐड करें नाइट्रिक एसिड का, तो जो सोल्यूशन बनेगा उसको हम कहते हैं एक्वा रीजिया. नेक्स्ट इज नाइट्रिक एसिड. नाइट्रिक एसिड इज यूज्ड इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ fertilizer like ammonium nitrate. It is used in extraction of precious metals like silver and gold from their natural form. सिल्वर और गोल्ड को उनके रॉ फॉर्म में एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए, उनकी नेचुरल फॉर्म में एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए वी यूज नाइट्रिक एसिड. इट इज कंपोनेंट ऑफ एक्वा रीजिया. एक्वा रीजिया में बताया था आपको कि HCl और नाइट्रिक एसिड ये दोनों मिल के बनाते हैं एक्वा रीजिया. सो नाइट्रिक एसिड इज कंपोनेंट ऑफ एक्वा रीजिया. So here is an activity. This is a whole class activity. You all will participate. Here are few statements that you have to identify as true and false. First statement is acids have sour taste. So tell me, acids have sour taste or not? Yes, acids have sour taste. Acids turn red litmus paper blue. बताएं? Yes, this statement is incorrect, false, because acids turn blue litmus paper red. So this statement is false. All acids do not conduct electricity. बताएं ये statement true है या false है? Yes, this is false because all acids conduct electricity. Acids are corrosive in nature. Corrosive in nature है? Yes, this is true. Next, let's summarize what we have learned today. We have learned about acids. Acids are the substances that in water solution taste sour, change the color of the certain indicators, they react with the metals to liberate hydrogen, they form salts with bases. There are different types of acid like strong acid, weak acid, dilute acid, concentrated acids, mineral acids or inorganic acids. So this was all about today's lesson. This is your assignment. You have to do part B question number 1 and part B question number part C question number 1, 2, 3, 4. That is given on the textbook page number 53. What you have to do, you have to read the lesson from the textbook. If you have any ambiguity, then you can read in the video. Then you will be doing these questions on your notebook. So this was all about today's lesson. This is time to say you Allah Hafiz until we meet in the next lesson. Stay home, stay safe. Till then, Allah Hafiz.